So today I'm going to make charcoal. It'll be my first attempt. So you ask yourself, Ben, why are you going to make charcoal? And I ask you, why wouldn't you make charcoal? So here's my 18-inch bandsaw. I'm going to cut up all this scrap wood to make charcoal out of. And I got a bunch of scrap wood over here that from a pinon that died of, I think, bark beetle. So we'll see if we can make some charcoal out of this stuff. All right, so this is how I'm going to make charcoal. I built a retort. I guess you can look it up. So in this chamber here, I've drilled some holes in the bottom. You don't need to see me drilling holes. Got some holes in the top. Got some holes in this lid, let air out. And my wood I'm going to make charcoal is going to go in here. And I have this piece of steel that I used to shoot my pistols at, is my lid. And that's going to seal that airtight, that chamber. It's going to sit in there. This is going to get full of wood. I'm going to fill this up with wood. I'm going to light it on fire. I'm going to bake what's in there. All the moisture is going to come out, and what's going to be left is charcoal. What I wish I had is in this chamber, it's made out of concrete. Got it. It's just a planter. We should have had a hole in the bottom, and I started to drill a hole in the bottom, and I stopped. I think I'm going to wait. But I think the gases that would come out of this, out of the bottom, after that wood heats, it would go into this chamber here, would flow up the chamber and out, and the gases from this wood is another reburn. I could get energy from that. I'm going to try it without it this first time, and then the next batch I'll try and put a hole in it. Okay, I have the concrete planter all the way at the bottom. You can see, I think there's air holes. I'll put the metal lid on. I packed it really tight as I could with little pieces of wood. And then we'll see how it goes. All right, so it's full now. Put the lid on, filled up with wood. It's nice and flat and tight. Fill that up, light it on the top, and it'll burn all the way down, and hopefully by the end it's charcoal inside. Okay, I got my little log cabin. I use the log cabin method for starting fires. Let's see how this goes. All right, one match, and I got a fire. Okay, it's burning nicely. I'll let this these coals get going real good on the top, and I'll level them out and put the lid on, and then we'll be done. It looks like it's drawn really nice. These holes on the bottom, put a few on the top. We'll see. All right, here we go. So what happened was I drilled a bunch of holes that matched these in the top, in the lid, and when I put it on, after we had really good coals going, all I made was a giant smoke machine. I mean, it was putting smoke out of those holes in the top like smoke signals. But now I had this piece of stainless steel pipe, this flexible corrugated pipe. Actually, I don't know if you can see up there, my chimney, when I put a wood stove in, this is what I lined it with, and I had I don't know what this is, a little over 4 feet, but I got some sheet metal shears, cut a hole in it, made a lip, folded it over, and hammered the lid on, and man, this thing is burning clean. You can't even see any smoke. I can see, probably can't see, but I can see the heat coming off the top. It's not windy. This thing's shaking a little bit. It's humming, but I can hear it pulling heat in. Oh, look at this. There's embers down there. All right, nice. There's the retort working, making charcoal. There you go, honey. How do you like my retort?
I've seen bigger ones.
Oh, she's funny.
And the saga continues. What do we got here?
It's too hot. It's
Here's the original video.
I think I'm gonna put some more wood in here because I think I still hear that wood cooking in there. I don't think it's charcoal yet. I'm afraid to lift the lid off.
Well, I don't know what charcoal sounds like, but I'm not charcoal yet.
I think the volatiles are cooking off still.
Well, we got to cook off those volatiles. No volatiles allowed here.
All the water and sap and stuff, the moisture in the pine has to get cooked off, and I can hear it in there cooking. So build another fire and try it again. Well, I didn't have the lid on. I didn't have the haystack on there.
I thought that was a rhetorical thing.
A retort?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't have it all the way on.
Oh.
So I think it took me a while to build it. I think the fire went down. So I'm gonna try and do it again. I'm gonna try and build a little bit more fire. Whatever's in that pot is cooking. I can hear it cooking, sizzling.
Well, get a hot dog. It is nice and warm because it is cold out here.
All right, the moment of truth. Let's see if I made charcoal or just a bunch of ash. Okay, there it is. It looks like charcoal. I'd say it's down about 25%, maybe 20. And I would guess that the water content on that wood is probably 20 to 25%. So I'm thinking that's where the volume I lost, water. All right, charcoal is a huge success. We had one casualty, the wife's pot. Well, they claim you can eat charcoal, that it's tasteless, that it's not harmful to you, that it's actually good for you. So let's try and eat a piece of this charcoal and see what happens. Piece of charcoal. You know what it tastes like? It was charcoal. Tastes like nothing. We'll see how I feel in about, it's black. See how I feel in about an hour. I think I'm gonna go have some coffee. Well, the charcoal experiment worked out pretty well. Got plenty of charcoal. I'm gonna mix it with manure, some leaf mulch, some fish emulsion. This charcoal will absorb all the nutrients, and it'll go in the garden and feed my garden for 50 to 100 years. It's a lot of fun.